Janet is back. Oh, man, I'm so excited that Janet has been on tour as of late. When you look back at her history, 2 Emmy Awards, 6 Grammy Awards.
Crazy.
I can't even, a Golden Globe Award, NAACP Best Supporting Actor Award. We all know her from Penny, Heather B. We watched Penny. I had a crush on Penny.
From Good Times?
Yeah, man.
Even when she got burnt by that onion?
I didn't. I felt the pain when she got burnt by the iron. You know, when she first started going on tour, doing her solo tours, the Rhythm Nation tour, world tour back in 1990, broke all sorts of records. And Janet, in my opinion, I don't know, man. She was a vanguard. She spoke about equality. She spoke about humanity. And she continued to do so throughout her career. And then she's back on tour, and we've been seeing clips of it. So I'm trying to find my way back to Janet, you know. And so I couldn't necessarily get Janet. Janet was busy this morning.
Yeah.
So I asked if they could send some representatives from the tour here this morning.
Nice.
And that's exactly what they did. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the one and only Allison Buchkowski.
Hello.
Okay, and the one and only Daniel Jones, the music director.
Yeah.
They are here, ladies and gentlemen.
Turn up.
Yeah.
You warmed up yet? You warmed up?
I mean, man. Well, first of all, congratulations. Give us a little bit of your history, Allison. Let's start with you.
Well, I'm from Buffalo, New York, and I moved to LA when I was about 21 to start dancing and stuff. Got my agency, did the whole audition thing, and now I am here.
Okay. And then are you a dancer on the tour?
I am.
Yes.
Yeah, I do the steps.
You do the
the
steps.
steps.
Okay,
I do.
Daniel, tell us about yourself.
I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I've been with Janet probably like almost 10 years, but I'm the musical director. And, it's been a nice journey. I've been doing this, though, touring since I was like 15, so
Okay.
Oh, it's nothing to you right
I mean,
now.
when you
Light
good,
work, Sway,
when you good, right?
Sway, wait a second. He's from Dallas, but he's from Oak Cliff, Texas. You got to tell him how fucked up Oak Cliff used to be back in the day. Not fucked up, but it was a hard place to grow up.
Oak Cliff, that's my hood. Put it in the air to make sure it's understood now. I'm going to tell you this.
Okay.
I live in DeSoto now, but Oak Cliff is a good place. It's like, let me see. It's your Bushwick.
Okay.
Brownsville, maybe?
Bushwick is
It was a lot harder than that.
It's not that bad, man. It's not that bad.
Nothing's harder than Brownsville.
Yeah,
Nothing. The home of Mike Tyson.
Shots?
Watch out now.
I like that. You did the research. I should have worn my Oak Cliff hat.
I grew up in Louisville.
Okay, Oak Cliff Worldwide. I like that. 214.
So you've been working with Janet for 10 years.
Yeah, since the Rock Wichu tour.
Okay.
So,
and how does a person get to be on an iconic tour like this?
Well, musicians, we're kind of like the music mafia, and a lot of times, if your work is good, they'll want you. So one of my partners, Adam Blackstone, was working with Kanye, and I was working with Keisha. I think then, if I'm not mistaken, she came to see the Kanye show, the Light It Up or one of those tours, and she was like, "I want that," and that's what it is.
And that's how it goes.
So,
being the music director, like Janet got everything from the Janet Jackson album to the All For You album, the Velvet Rope Project. I mean, we could list a slew of albums. How do y'all select the music that's going to actually be played? Do you sit down with Janet?
Oh, of course.
And can you not be generic and tell us what that's like?
No. She's very hands-on, very hands-on. Well, on the Unbreakable tour, we tried to have a format like a playlist.
Okay.
No stopping and starting. If you put it on, be like, hey, this is Janet playlist. And so we kind of start like really up-tempo and then, slow it down and come back up, But this tour, it's really like we merge it with the BPMs. So I just don't be like, okay, here go again, and then lately. So we try to merge it with
you're curating like a DJ.
Yeah, it's a DJ. It's a, if you come tonight, you'll see. It's pretty magical how she, how we do it, how we all do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I saw a clip of her on the tour, and a Cardi B song came on.
Go that yellow.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Did Janet know that song, or
Well,
one of you guys said this is the one?
Okay, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and set it straight.
Okay.
We flip, maybe the second verse in the song. So, doing production rehearsals, pre-production rehearsals, really. I'm with the kids, and I'm like, what's hot? So one of the 12-year-old, she's 13, Taylor, this white little girl from Canada, she says, Bodak Yellow. I'm like, what's that? I don't know what the damn song is. She's like, no, check that out. And I think that was the night before we went to go see Kindred. So I'm listening to it, and it was one semitone off, and the BPMs weren't that far, so I had to slow it down. That's for y'all programmers.
Well, you said it was one what off?
Semitone off. So it was
You
in
gotta-
it was an E minor. So I had to pitch it down to E flat.
Okay, there
And
you
then
go. Talk that
I
music
mean,
talk,
I mean,
man.
that's
Come
it.
on, Daniel.
I did go to new school up here. Yeah, I graduated.
Okay.
Calm down.
Hey.
But and it fit and it worked. But we gave her a shine. Boom, boom, boom. Now we moved on.
Okay.
Sorry. That wasn't
Do y'all do that sound like a shade? It did
No,
sound
it
like
wasn't shade. No, I mean, I ain't gonna say that. Well, no, Janet gave her her shine. I mean, it was nice. It was nice. It
beautiful.
was a nice ode. You know what I'm saying? It was very. Hey, we did it. That was actually in Dallas. Just messed up.
Oh, that was dope, man. That's dope. To have an icon like Janet being tuned enough to understand the value of putting a spotlight on an up-and-coming artist like, Cardi B. A round of applause.
Yes,
for
most
being-
definitely.
For being in touch.
And she already knew the song. And I was like, you know the song? Really? Okay, cool. Yeah, she got a little hood ratchet in her. Most definitely.
Well, that's the next question. Does she have that still left in her?
What? When I go into a dressing room, she's always listening to some hip hop. I mean, tonight, I hate to come out. We always in the different regions. So, like over Nasty in L.A., I put Tupac in. In Chicago, put a little Kanye.
She didn't mind Tupac?
No.
Okay. No,
Really?
I mean, because she didn't want to kiss him. Remember that?
No. She actually
You're so
wanted.
stupid.
She actually wanted
You're
Tupac
so
in there.
stupid.
And so tonight we in New York. Hey, I'm gonna shoot out New York. Last night, where we was at Philly, did the freeway. You know what I'm saying? So. We're gonna do it right. But she loves hip hop. She's a big fan of hip hop, most definitely.
I
come
know.
on,
This is the Jacksons, man.
Yeah,
Come on, man. Who we fooling?
y'all know
Yeah.
she ain't pop. She
Yeah.
that little short woman. She knows what she.
She knows what she does.
Yeah.
Does the baby come on tour?
Right.
Yes.
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 Beautiful child.
He's adorable.
Yeah.
Like, he's adorable. It doesn't even make sense.
Damn,
Like-
you look so. You look that adorable.
He is. He's got the fat little cheeks. You just want to pinch your cheeks.
What are you learning, Allison, being a woman? We're seeing right now an era of women just embracing all of our dimensions and being able to work no matter if we still have a child, two children, whatever. How is she balancing it out? Because I feel like that's always a go-to question for women when they're full-time at their jobs, but also full-time mothers.
She's doing amazing. Like, I don't even know how she does it, but she has him while she's getting her makeup done. She has him all the time. Like, every spare minute she has that she can, she's with him. So I think it's possible. I don't know how she's doing it because I would lose my mind trying to do all that, but she's living her life. I don't know.
But that's what I wanted to ask Allison, because while the music was playing, we were talking about where people are from, and she was telling me Buffalo, and she was like, I live in my own bubble. I don't even know, what's going on sometimes.
Yes.
Did that help you, though, have the confidence to start going out auditioning? Because it has to be a grind. We don't really hear the struggle sometimes with dancers and artists, if you will, trying to do the audition process to get to a level where you're on tour,
Yeah, you kind of have to stay in your own bubble. You can't really worry too much about what's going on outside of what's going on with you, because then you start worrying about what everyone else is doing, and that can kind of screw with your psyche. So you got to worry about what you're doing, because you have to have your own path and your own journey. It's going to be different from everybody else, and you have to stay focused on that. So that's kind of why I like to stay to my own zhuzh.
Okay.
Hey, Alice, I want to stick with you for a second.
Hey.
No offense, Daniel.
Yeah. No offense to you too, Daniel, as well, but you're part of this as well, Daniel. Janet has always had these iconic tours. So Janet really set the rhythm and the foundation and formula of what a really epic performance should be like on stage and performance. And Alice and her dancers have always been iconic. People have always known Janet Jackson's dancers
I gag over
from
them.
back to the original. So what was it like when you got the call that you were going to be a Janet Jackson dancer?
Well, we actually found out in the audition room, and if I remember correctly, I fell on the floor, and then I started doing log rolls.
Okay.
What's that?
I actually laid on the floor like this and started rolling around. Oh, yeah, I was a hot mess, and she probably was like, yeah, that was definitely a mistake. My gosh, she's crazy. But yeah, no, it's actually crazy, because I used to look up to all those dancers, and then to think about the fact that I'm one of them now, it still doesn't even make sense to me. I still low key don't believe that, but you know, like it's kind of nuts.
What's her rhythm like behind when you guys are rehearsing? Because you know when we get a chance to see the Beyoncés and the Janets on video, they're already perfect through practice and lighting and whatever.
Absolutely not. Like
Yeah.
we have our moments where we're
Okay.
struggling and stumbling over each other, but we're very good at knowing when to work and when to have fun.
Okay.
So we do get our work done, but we have a lot of fun doing it. But we
Balance.
definitely have our moments of struggle bus.
Has Janet ever yelled at either one of you for not doing something on time?
No.
That Janet Jackson, is she a yeller if you don't get it on point?
I mean, I've never been yelled at, so I don't think the other dancers have ever been yelled at either. So I don't know. I can't speak on it because
Okay.
I've never seen that.
But you might. Come on, man.
She has a look. It's a look. It's that. I remember our first date in Vancouver, and we did a last-minute program, and I forgot what song it was, but we were not on the stage. The band was like a Cirque du Soleil kind of thing off in the stands, but 20 feet away, she did this. And I'm like, okay, somebody need to get it together. But the looks. And she's one of those like the Prince, you come into her zone. I'm not going to yell at you. Okay, no, hey, I don't like that. No. So one of those.
Just like that.
Oh, yeah.
Does she have like any rituals that she involves you guys before we get on stage?
We pray.
Yeah.
And I usually lead the but yeah, I'm the church boy. But I pray, and then we all get, I get them hyped, get them warmed up, and then, we do a 1, 2, 3 something, it may be, or State of the World.
Is that where you learn musical instruments in church? Or?
Of course, I mean, I don't want to say that's for every black musician. But, hey, don't get fooled. The black church, is most definitely a pillar of this music. So, that, but I'm very well versed. I do a lot of other different stuff, but no. You find me at church when I go back home. My grandmama, all that.
Okay. So now it's Janet Jackson, so I'm sure every celebrity under the sun has visited certain dates of this concert. Who have y'all met that backstage, or at least seen backstage?
Sierra. Who else?
Teyana Taylor.
Oh yes, yeah, we saw her. We don't really see as many because I know, like, for the dancers, we're trying to run back to the dressing room and get our hair and makeup taken off and stuff so quickly so we can get to the bus and eat. So like, I'm being honest.
Right.
But I don't really see them because by the time we get out of the dressing room, everyone's kind of dispersed. So sometimes it's a secret to me who was even at the show. And then they tell us when we're on the bus, we're like, oh, they were there?
Yeah.
But do the family show up? Like you've seen any other Jacksons?
Randy, he's been, they're pretty much present out a lot of the tour right now.
Okay, Cammie's on the line from Kentucky. What up, Cammie?
what's
How you
poppin',
doing?
Cammie?
Hello.
God, I'm so happy I get to talk to y'all.
What up, Cammie? Hey, y'all say what up to Cammie. Cammie, hey.
What up?
All right.
I'm like freaking out, yo. Listen, like I've been a Janet Jackson fan since I was 3 freaking years old, y'all. Like I'm getting married December 1st, but I canceled my wedding when I found out Janet was coming to Louisville, Kentucky. Like I was supposed to be in Louisville.
Gosh.
So, your wedding.
My wedding. I'm not having my wedding in Bora Bora December 1st anymore because Janet Jackson's going to be my hometown. And my fiance was like, yo, you already seen her in Lafayette opening night, and you're going to see her November 26th in Indianapolis. I'm like, I don't give a damn. Like, I'm going to see Janet.
Right.
So,
Word.
Yeah, swear. So me and my baby girl, Charlie, we going to be in front row, and I just love Janet so much. Please let her know that we just happy for her. We love her. We love her. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
Cammie. We felt that energy. We'll be sure to let them know, to let her know.
Yes.
Okay, Cammie. And you know what? You're a citizen.
Sway in the morning. Congrats on the nuptials.
Absolutely. Okay, what other Janet questions can I ask, man? She looks amazing.
Oh,
Yes.
So is she working out in front of y'all, or how does that
you
happen?
dance 35, 41 numbers and have back-to-back shows. That's a workout.
That is a workout, but
Paulette.
Who's Paulette?
She's the trainer.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't work out with Janet, but she does some of the same stuff that Janet does on the dancers. And like the rest of the crew is allowed to come too if they want to come to the workout, but we have to do a workout every day before a show on the stage. And yeah, she hurts us.
She hurts you, huh?
Yep, she does.
Okay.
Yep.
Janet brings the pain.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's a good hurt.
That's a good hurt.
Yeah.
My buddy James Magoo is
Oh,
working with you
Magoo,
guys.
that's my OG,
What's Rook Magoo's role with the tour?
He started out as a drum tech. Now he's like, assistant production manager, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
But man, styling and profiling.
But
You
yeah.
see it. You see. No, I love Magoo.
That's my brother right
Yeah,
there.
yes.
And he's worked on with Beyonce the
Beyonce.
whole nine. How does that work where different people could do different iconic tours with iconic? You guys kind of just
Like I said, it's like a mafia, man. And if your work is good, you know, hey, the word spread. I've been blessed not to do too many auditions. Well, no auditions, but you know, if your work is really good, the artist.
Yeah, he stunted.
I
Thinks he's fancy.
No.
You ain't that fancy, sir.
okay.
No, but for real though, you know, the production is just like that. If you do good work, and a lot of these artists, you know, they ain't out the bars or they ain't out at jazz clubs or in the little clubs like that. So
Right.
if your work is good and you know you on the radar like that, they want that.
But you know what I'm thinking about, and Allison, you could probably speak on this. I remember Taylor Swift and Katy Perry, like a big factor in their beef had to do with like dancers.
Yeah, I don't really know what was going on with that, honestly.
Okay.
Like, I
well-
just heard all of a sudden that there was something crazy happening, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. I was like trying to do all the research. I couldn't find it.
Well, pretty much it was, I believe that Katy Perry had felt like Taylor Swift's had stolen her dancers in the
Yikes.
middle of tour.
Yikes.
Something like that. And it was like a breach of contract.
Oh,
And I'm just wondering, like, is there a right protocol for anyone who's a dancer, like, after this tour is done and say you have the opportunity to work with someone else? Like, do you need to check in with the entire Janet Jackson team?
I mean, technically no, but I mean, if you're ending a contract with the pretenses that there's possibility of something starting up again, it's probably a good idea to check in. But I mean, technically you don't have to do that, because if a contract ends, the contract ends. And you're like technically allowed to do whatever you want to do. So I mean, I don't know what their situation was, but
Right.
if the contract was ended, I mean, like,
Yeah. But guys, I want to thank you for giving us some insight on what it's
Thank
like to
you.
be on the
Thank
road
you.
with
Thank
Janet
you.
Jackson.
Thank
Anything
you.
else y'all want to add before we
Tonight, Barclays, man.
Okay.
come.
Brooklyn, stand up.
And
We're
you can
going to be in the
get
building.
tickets at Ticketmaster.com, or you can visit JanetJackson.com. It's all produced by Live Nation. Go out and see Janet Jackson State of the World Tour. At some point, I'm going to be out there.
Yes.
Better.
I
Got
know.
to.
You're right about that. I better. All right. And we're going to end with this song, State of the World.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
And the lyrics in this song are applicable to what's taking place today,
Now.
right now.
Being relevant, man.
Listen to us. Everything she said then,
Then.
you can apply to now.
Absolutely.
We got the daughter of Hulk Hogan up next. Brooke Hogan's going to join us for Celebrity Wire.
Yeah, and a lot is going on, including more sexual assault.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shea 45.